Welcome to the Sleep Talk Podcast, a podcast about Oh wait, are we doing accents in this one? Are we doing accents?
No, it was a joke.
Welcome to the Sleep Talk Podcast. I can't do a British accent. All right, well, welcome guys.
Can we just keep this in the recording?
No,
please.
Yes. This is the recording, Alex. We are in. We have Digivault. We're in the Matrix.
Digivault. Pokemon podcast.
We have
This is the best way we've started a podcast ever.
We have entered, guys. But anyways, it's been a while, so I hope you guys are happy to see this. I guess I don't know what to say. What?
Happy to hear this.
But joining us, we have Alex the Orc Guardian. What's up, dude?
I am pretty okay. Glad to be recording again. It's been a while.
The most
to talk about.
The most emotionless guy on the podcast. Bring it up for Alex.
I mean, you're not lying.
The Dream Crusher has returned.
And then next we have Trikiwi Shelby. What's up?
Hello. I'm actually eating fried chicken right now, so I'm pretty happy.
Yum. And then finally we got Adam, Kangas Cloud.
I just dropped my fried chicken on the floor. Thanks for reminding me, Shelby. Just
really
kidding.
happen?
Just kidding. It's going great.
I just want to tell everybody
Gotcha.
that
I was
Adam
about to be really sad for you.
Adam was talking mad shit about the new Star Wars movie, so give him some hate in the comments.
No, they're not gonna give me hate
No,
comments.
just kidding.
They're gonna like agree with him, most likely.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, in this episode, we're gonna go over the news, Pokemon news with the Pokemon Let's Go and all that. We're also gonna go over the PAX stuff because we went to PAX together. We hung out for about a weekend. It was really fun. And then finally, we're gonna talk to GameBoyLuke and his girlfriend Dina. They were hanging out with us at PAX, so we're gonna talk to them and then finish it off with 20 questions. So we hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you guys in the next segment after this sentence.
After these messages.
Yeah. Boo. Alright guys, so what's going on in the Pokemon news segment? Segment.
So, the Pokemon news.
Tricky wee wee.
So, there's a lot of Switch rumors that are going on. And apparently, if you enter your email below to register your interest in
What?
the pending title, like, I don't know exactly what this is. Is this like the new Pokemon game?
Okay, I found that was Nintendo put up today. They put up this a new page where it didn't exist before. It's asking people to register their emails to get incoming information on Pokemon Switch development.
So
it's hinting that
title.
something's coming pretty soon.
Really?
I thought you were telling people to register the email and like the description
I know,
or in the
me too. I
comments.
was like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
what?
be
I was like,
sure
what are
to
you
put
talking
your
about?
email and
If you could
your
also
password
enter
and
your
credit
PIN
card
number as well, you
in
have a
the
chance to
comments.
enter.
Has to do with this new business I'm starting.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Cayman Islands.
But yeah, if
Is that, like,
you guys
legit on the
actually wanted
website?
to check it out,
Yeah.
like the
Huh.
news, with the new Switch title, that's what you would have to do. And,
Yo, should we put that in the description?
There are also other titles. I'm sure that some of you guys have heard of the Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
That hasn't
people
really
reckon
been
to be the next main series game.
Yeah, like it was on Cerebi and like other sources and stuff like that. What do y'all think about that? Like, do y'all think that's gonna be like a
I think it's gonna be
like a
badass.
Gen 1 remake?
Well, firstly, it's very different in terms of like the naming, because usually we have colors or letters or minerals as the Pokemon name, or in Gen 7's case, stars, planets. But
Pokemon
here it's
stars.
like, it seems like they're focusing on Pikachu and Eevee mainly, and obviously it's highly speculated that these are going to be a remake of Pokemon Yellow, if not some sort of game set in Kanto that has similarities to Pokemon Yellow. Like, in one version you start with, this is just speculation. In one version, for example, you start Pikachu and then your rival starts with Eevee, and then vice versa in the other game. I've read some places that it's set in the future. I've read some places that you don't play as Red and Blue, but they make an appearance. But yeah, I'm assuming if these are Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, it's highly likely the game takes place in Kanto. And if it does, I'm hoping that they're going to add like new areas and changes to the region, because if it's exactly the same, it'd be nice to see Kanto look really nice, on the Switch. But obviously,
I think
New graphics,
a bit more.
I think seeing it in the 3D graphics would be amazing. It'd be really nostalgic too. And I also think if they do the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, it'd be like a good excuse to bring in a new Eevee evolution for one, and also
Yes!
and also bring back that Gorochu evolution that Atsuko Nishida, I forgot her name, but she confirmed that Pikachu and Raichu had a third evolution in Gen 1. So it'd be a good excuse to bring that back, and maybe in this game we'll be able to see a Pokemon that evolves 4 times. You know, I guess 3 times.
Okay,
like
so
Pichu, then yeah.
If Eevee gets an evolution, I think Pikachu will have to get some sort of evolution or new form, because if Eevee gets something new and Pikachu gets nothing, no one is going to buy the Pikachu version of this game.
Yeah, everyone will buy the Eevee version.
Yeah, everyone's going to get the Eevee version. I've also heard some people saying, "Oh, they might make it so you can't evolve your starter." Which, if you have a game where you start with Eevee and you can't evolve it, that sounds like one of the stupidest decisions. Because the point of Eevee is to evolve it into.
Yeah. In Pokemon Yellow, you couldn't evolve the Pikachu, so that's something I was thinking about also. But nonetheless, seeing Kanto in 3D graphics would just be super amazing. I really hope it's like a kind of game where you can just like roam around. It's not like a single, like, you know, you go from point A to point B. Like you can go from like point A to like point G or F, if you know what I mean. So
yeah. So you want the layout of this game to be completely, well, not completely
non-linear,
different,
not
but
completely
maybe
different.
a few differences.
Similar enough so it's nostalgic, but with enough new places added that it will be a brand new experience.
Yeah.
It'd also be cool to go to Johto as well in this game.
I don't think they'll do that. They could. They might add areas from Johto, but
according
if they were, I've heard rumors as well that they'll just add a new region as well, which I don't think they'll do. I feel like it'll be Kanto with like new areas, but of course we know nothing about these games. They haven't been announced. These are all rumors, basically.
Yeah,
so
like these could just be games like what's that Pikachu game that you talk to it?
Hey you Pikachu.
Hey you Pikachu. Yeah, Hey you Pikachu. It could
and Hey You Eevee, the
be
sequels.
something like that.
So that's
Alex,
that's,
if you
yeah.
talk me one more time.
I swear to God, if they pull like a Hey You Pikachu Switch game and not like a main game, I'm gonna be like, wow.
I'm deleting my channel. I'm doing Mario content.
I'm sure there's gonna be like eventually they're gonna get to Gen 8. And I don't know what these games are. I don't know what the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee games are gonna be. But if they are just kind of like side games, that would probably attract a lot more Gen 1 fans to the Switch as well. So that may actually be a good call, you know, because a lot of people with their Pokemon love is nostalgic.
Yeah.
And especially if it's a new console and they don't have a Switch yet, and they're like, "Ooh, Pokemon!"
You
that'd be a good way.
You gotta think like, you gotta like figure out, does Nintendo want to continue on the 3DS like console line or handheld line? Because if they start making Pokemon games for the Switch and like just continue on the 3DS, like you would think that the 3DS just dies off. Because that's like the only reason why I have a 3DS.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I have one
before
too.
Pokemon came out, the 3DS did not sell that well. But then Pokemon came out, and the 3DS started doing much better because Pokemon was the most popular game on the system. And I feel like, obviously the Switch is already really popular, which is great. But obviously, having Pokemon on the Switch, especially if it's Kanto, and it's really nostalgic for people, that is obviously going to get more people onto the Switch. So it's basically all win-win for Nintendo.
Honestly.
One rumor I have heard, which I really hope they don't do because it doesn't sound like a good idea, is that it's just going to be Gen 1 Pokemon only. Mm-hmm. Which, if that's the case, we can kiss goodbye that new evolution and the possible Pikachu form.
I would welcome that. Like, maybe only make it Gen 1 exclusive or Gen 1. No. Like, so when you're playing through the game, they should make it where you can only catch Gen 1 Pokemon. But I feel like it would be so cool if they added a feature where if you catch all the Gen 1 Pokemon, then it opens up to all the other Pokemon like that there is.
Okay, that doesn't sound as bad because it encourages people to catch them all.
Yeah, exactly.
That would actually be a really good idea. honestly.
I wouldn't be against that. It'd
That's
be
like-
like in Black and White, where it was only Gen 5 Pokemon available at the beginning of the game, and when you complete you had access to the other gens.
Like that's what Pokemon's all about, like catching them all. Like I hate that like these new games like don't have all the Pokemon in them nowadays, you know.
Yeah.
But also a feature that I really hope comes to this game is the falling Pokemon. That's something I just really hope comes back.
Adam, you haven't said
considering
much.
that Sun and Moon had the unused follow cycles with every single Pokemon, and it wasn't included, it may be very possible that they will include it in the next game. Hopefully. Or at least import it to the Switch or whatever, because it was, 3DS files. But, they're Nintendo. They could do anything they want.
I think Adam is
how
just...
would you feel with like a little Rowlet like following you around?
I think Adam is just like so excited for the falling Pokemon feature.
Yes. Well, okay. So here's what I think. I think all of this coverage about the being so relevant to Gen 1, I think it's all a head fake. I'm with Shelby in that I think this Hey You Pikachu, the Hey You Eevee, whatever, I think that's something separate. I think that may be something else in the works. I think it's something separate from a game we'll probably hear about pretty soon. I think it's going to be Gen 8. Like, it's purely going to be Gen 8.
Well, it's not Gen 7
okay.
because it's on.
Well, no, I know.
Switch.
I don't think it's going to be anything that resembles a remake of a previous game. I think it's going to be starting something new. It's going to be. I don't know about the name. I've been thinking about. Honestly, that's what I've kind of been
You just
quiet
want
about.
you just
I've
want
been
it to
trying
be
to think of
called-
a name.
You just want it to be called Pokemon Let's Go Rowlet. That's what you want.
Well, yes, but I'm not in charge of Nintendo yet. But the day
Yes.
I am, every game.
Oh my god.
Guys, we're changing directions.
We're changing the mascot to Rowlet.
We're somehow buying Disney, and we're gonna have a Porg Rowlet team up adventure. Okay, never mind.
Wait, who's
Welcome to
Porg?
Pokemon
Star
Science
Wars
and
thing.
Pokemon
Let's not
Magic.
get into.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be purely a new. It's Pokemon Switch. I think it's whatever the name is. It's going to scream Pokemon Switch. I think it's gonna be a new adventure, a new place. With obviously, they're gonna cater to old fans. They're gonna throw in like Charizard people.
Yeah.
New
Pokemon that
Charizard
people
form.
recognize. They'll do the thing again where you can choose this like older starters some way through the game, like just to have them. Oh, this is when I got to get my Bulbasaur. But otherwise, I think it's gonna be new designs on Pokemon. I mean, maybe there's a new evolution. I don't know. There's a lot of them. I would love a new one, but I feel like
I need it.
I feel like that's down on their list. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, and they do Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, obviously they will do new stuff with them. But I think that's down on their list of concerns. I think their concerns right now is how to make it look new. I think that's what they would want, because with the Switch, they're probably going to try to bring in fans that aren't like that don't feel like they had to have played all the Pokemon games to get to this point. Like there will be nostalgia,
Yeah.
but I feel like they're going to go, we should make this so everyone's starting at page 1 here, because
Yeah,
this is
I like that
different
idea.
it's a different type of console than we've ever had Pokemon on before. It's a new generation. It's a new age of gaming where maybe at some point down the line they're going to try to get the Switch and Pokemon Go buddied up, like so they can sell their mobile devices more, because so many people play on their phones now. So I think they're going to try to do a reset, but not go back, but just clear the slate and create something new with obvious nostalgia. That's where my head is.
Well, so your thing is going to be a new Gen 8 Pokemon game, but like, I'm just trying to think from the perspective of like a Nintendo like marketer, like making a game called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and like it's a it's like a a regular Pokemon game from the 3DS. Like the word "go" makes people think that it might be
You have to go outside.
Pokemon Go.
like Pokemon Go. It might be
yeah.
There are a lot of Pokemon fans who strictly only play Pokemon Go.
Exactly. So I'm just thinking, like, since like Switch is such a popular system, and having this game that you can like integrate the Pokemon Go app.
That's
too.
another reason why I think the Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is something else, because they wouldn't be able to integrate because a Pokemon Switch game, you'd assume that you're going to be able to have access to all of the Pokemon thus far, and Pokemon Go, won't have caught up by the point
Yeah, that's
this
true, that's true.
is theoretically released. So Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee could be this first generation type game that integrates with Pokemon Go in some way or another. It's something cute, something more, a little less RPG based, a little simpler, but hopefully still fun. That's where my head is. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's a fake out. I think
like the move fake out.
Exactly. I think Nintendo's doing a fake out by if you go through all the rumors and what Nintendo has actually said. They've done a few things that indicate like there might be games based on this, but what they've actually said, nothing about these games being the main games.
It wouldn't really make a lot of sense either. It's like Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It just, I don't know.
Well, that's I don't know what they do with the name because I think they might. I think they might reinvent the name too, because it's on the Switch. They might not go with the old formula. It might be a singular title.
That's true. They may completely switch it up completely. Get it? Switch it.
Oh my god, these puns!
Okay, so before we wrap up, I have a couple things to say. So one, it's also rumored that Pokemon Go will be integrated into the game, which means that will, get more Pokemon fans into Pokemon Go, or that's, their way of getting Pokemon Go out there, because then more people would want to, like, if they have Pokemon Go only features in these Switch games, then obviously people are gonna want to play Pokemon Go more in that case, which I don't know how it would work, but I assume they'll know what they're doing.
As long as there's no festival plaza.
I doubt that. No, I'm pretty sure they heard our complaints, and the only reason why it was in Ultra Sun and Moon, so is that Ultra Sun and Moon could connect to Sun and Moon, so they had to bring it back.
Okay.
The second thing I was going to say was, if there is a new evolution, what type would you all want?
Dragon. Ghost.
Dragon.
I
Dragon
think
or Ghost.
Dragon would probably be... A Ghost would probably be the most interesting, because a lot of people say, oh, you have to feign your Eevee to when it levels up and then it evolves.
Knowing Nintendo, though, they might make like a normal type evolution and just like have it up where you like level up and get like a mega evolution.
I've said this before, and I still want a normal Ghost Pokemon. So I would like to do that.
If you've noticed that every single Pokemon that gets a new evolution in a different generation, they never evolve by a method that would happen naturally. They always introduced, for example, Leaf Stone existed, I believe, before Gen 4, before Leafeon was a thing, and they couldn't have it so Eevee evolved via Leaf Stone, so they had to make up a new evolution method for it to evolve into Leafeon.
That's true, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I freaking love Leafeon and Glaceon. Those are really cool evolutions. Yeah.
Since we were talking about Pokemon Go, they are going to be bringing Alolan forms to Pokemon Go as well.
I saw so many Pokemon fans like, what's an Alolan form?
You would think
Alola?
No.
What's that?
You would think that those Alolan forms will all be available in Hawaii. Like, that would make more sense, you know?
No, that would be bad.
That would be awful.
That would be really bad.
Do it.
It would be great for
Hawaii.
to come in. Yeah, people great for Hawaii.
Rich, Dobbs.
But obviously, maybe one form exclusive to Hawaii, but all of them, no way.
Alright guys, so this is a segment where we go over our PAX visit in Boston. We got some media passes, so we were going to show off some games from the event. And let's just get right into it. So, the first game is called Next Up Hero. And Alex is going to talk about what it's about.
Yeah, this is a game that I played mainly. Well, not mainly, but this is one of the games I played. So, it's kind of like a beat 'em up with weapons. You get to pick different maps. And one interesting and challenging thing about this game is that you have a health bar, but there is no way to gain health back. So it's kind of like you're playing to try and see how long you can survive for. So you're basically like, you want to be very conservative of your health, so you're just like constantly killing enemies because that's how you get points. And there are ways to like upgrade your weapons and do cool moves. But again, because you have no way to get health back, it does make it a lot more challenging.
That sounds super challenging. It's kind of like it always circles back to Pokemon. Like, it sounds like a Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
When you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah, in a way. Pokemon should introduce a mode like that. But yeah,
So it's coming
This
to
was-
Nintendo Switch, right?
I believe, it is, obviously. It says
Yeah.
there. But yeah, I think that's a fun game that casual players can get into, possibly.
Yeah, we were in the Nintendo Switch booth, so we got a lot of footage from those games. Just games that are coming out for the Nintendo Switch. We're pretty solid. But yeah, that's Next Up Hero. I'm not sure we didn't get the release dates for these games, but they're definitely coming out soon. If you want to check them out, just Google Next Up Hero if you want to check out this game. But the next game, we have Podes.
Yes.
This was adorable.
It was
King of
so cute.
King of Scott and I played this game, and Tricky
Shelby and I
too.
also played it.
Yeah, we played as well.
But Kanga, what's this game about? I was kind of like lost when I was playing it. So
Well, yeah. Well, first I was going to say on the Nintendo Switch, these were all in the booth. I think the first 3 or 4 of these we're going to talk about. They had an indie booth at this PAX, so they're really pushing the indie side. So if don't have a Switch yet, there's a lot of cool games coming down the pike. But Pod is one I really liked. First off, because it's adorable. You play these 2 little creatures, little fluffball creatures. They have magical powers. They can grow things, but it's cooperative. So if you're looking at a game you want to play with your siblings or friends, which is something I actually go for a lot. I like games where you can sit down in a room with somebody else and play them and have fun for a few hours, and this is definitely that. You jump on each other's heads, you float around. It sounds like a lot of other co-op games you might have played, but it doesn't play like that just because of the sheer whimsy of it all. Yeah.
I
It's
feel
a
like
game where you have to work out how to get to the next
A lot
part.
of
So
little
it's full of-
puzzles
it's
hidden
full of
in each
fun
level.
puzzles
Yeah,
which
it's definitely
you
a
have to
puzzle
work
game
together.
for sure.
It's not as straightforward as it looks. There's a lot of little puzzles going on. We struggled a bit, but it's kind of fun to struggle because, again, you're these cute little creatures just kind of bouncing or waddling around. Kind of how one might do in real life, per se.
it's
And
super
you need
casual
each
though.
other. You shouldn't
It's a
play
nice
it by
game
yourself.
for couples.
It's super
It is
casual
a nice
though,
game for
like-
couples.
Yeah, yeah, for
Forget
sure.
Netflix and chill. Pod and chill.
Code and chill.
You have Pod and Chill.
But yeah, it was a pretty interesting game. So yeah, that's Podes. So check out Podes if you're interested in casual, puzzle games with your friends. So next up we got Just Shapes and Beats. This is probably one of my favorite games from the event. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, we all played this game. We didn't get footage of ourselves playing it because we had 4 controllers, so there's really no one videotaping. But yeah, basically
That
this
is
game.
us.
Do what?
Yeah, that's us.
In disguise.
No, these are just some random people I was filming. They probably thought I was a creep. But
If you're out there watching this video, comment below.
You're famous.
yeah,
You're YouTube
yeah.
famous.
If you're one of these guys, like, no, I
Comment
made
below.
sure that I could get their. I was like, yo, can I use this footage for a video? And they're like, yeah. But yeah, guys. So yeah, this is Just Shapes and Beats. It's a game that revolves around music. You gotta dodge all these shapes, and the shapes are like, they go with the music, so you're like really into the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
it's very rhythmic.
yeah.
Like
It's
if
a
you
game
listen
you
to the
have to
music
play
while
with
playing
sound.
it, yeah, it's definitely it's really fun that way too. And I don't remember the songs they were playing. One was the Mortal Kombat theme, which was awesome.
Oh really? I didn't
So
even
they've got
notice
the
that.
license to some cool music too.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
wait.
if you die, then obviously the only way to get back in is to have a partner to save you, to touch you, and you get back into the game. So it's much better with the more people.
Yeah, otherwise you just die and then that's it.
It's too hard.
Yeah, I think.
And I feel like it
music's
looks
amazing.
confusing, but it makes so much sense when you're playing it.
Now I can't remember. Did it go up to 4 players or 8 players? I
I
can't.
believe it was 4-player.
4 players, yeah. So 4 people can. Like, this is definitely a game you would
8-player
play at a
would have
party.
been crazy though.
Yeah. Like if you're at a party and you have this game, like play it. Like the music
this
that
would
goes
be
with it too.
The
Like
soundtrack, yeah, the
party
soundtrack is on the game.
yeah, it's super fun, guys. So if you want to check out this rhythmic music game that revolves around dodging these shapes and cool bosses and stuff, check out Just Shapes and Beats. I'm pretty sure it's coming to the Switch.
Yeah, all of these I believe are coming to the Switch, or most of them.
Most of them. Maybe like within a year. Yeah. So that's Just Shapes and Beats. That was a really fun game. So next we have Runner 3. Shelby got to play this, so I'll let Shelby explain what this game was all about.
This game was really cute. There's you get to play as this weird Gumby ninja looking man. I don't really know, but it's like one of those side scroller.
I didn't even see this
Games.
one.
Yeah, so obviously your character is automatically moving, and you basically have to jump over obstacles and stuff to keep going. So it kind of reminds me of those old mobile games. Did y'all ever play like Temple Run?
Yeah, Temple Run. I was about to say that. Yeah,
I never
like,
played it, but I saw other people play it.
It's like it's exactly like Temple Run, but like side scrolling. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so you basically avoid stuff, and I think the music was kind of in sync with you running into the gold and stuff like that, which made it a lot more fun too.
And I'm pretty sure the more like if you got all the items on the way like during the level, like you get like a rainbow behind you, and like it becomes even more crazy.
Like there's little benefits that makes you feel cool and accomplished once you collect everything. And obviously it does get harder the further you go on. But it was really fun. It was very cute.
Yeah, I played a little bit as well, but I don't think I got as far as Shelby.
I was talking to the developer, and he was like super cool too. So like definitely support him.
Super nice.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. He was wearing like a scarf that was rainbow based on the game, so it was pretty cool too. But that's Runner 3. It's coming to the Switch. I don't know when these are coming out, but they're definitely coming out. So check this game out if you're into side-scrolling race like Temple Run games. It was super cool. It's basically Mario, but you can't stop, like kind of thing. All right, so the next one is Soul Calibur 6. Alex and Adam got to play this together. They're doing like a face-off.
This was the game I was most looking forward to playing because I am a huge fan. I love the Soul Calibur games. Soul Calibur 2 is probably my favorite fighting game of all time. This was interesting because it definitely had the Soul Calibur feel, and the mechanics were very similar to previous Soul Calibur titles, but I would say one thing I really hope they change is that almost like every 3 or 5 hits were a cinematic plays.
Yeah.
And they look really cool. And anyone who's played Tekken 7 knows that if the round ends in like you're about to clash together, a cinematic will play, but it's really cool, and obviously it'll be last hit. But here, cinematics played a bit too much, like a lot.
It was at least half of the gameplay while we were playing was these cinematic moments, and it wasn't actually us completing moves.
But we were told that this obviously wasn't the final version of the game, and it would change.
Now, it does look nice. It did look really nice.
It does look really nice, and I'm pretty sure I won every single game.
I'm pretty sure you did too, but there's no need to gloat about it.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever played Soul Calibur. So like, are there any like? I know Link was in one of them. Like, is there any like Nintendo characters coming back to this one?
I'd say I don't know. Obviously, the only guest character confirmed is the guy from the Witcher series.
Yeah.
Oh, so Witcher fans might be interested.
Is Soul Calibur like a game that has a bunch of like other like cameos?
Soul Calibur is basically a 3D fighting game with weapons. So it's made by the same people who made Tekken, and anyone fan of the Tekken series know that the character Yoshimitsu is also in the Soul Calibur series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Yoshimitsu is such a cool character. I love him.
And Yoshimitsu was recently confirmed for Soul Calibur 6 as well. So I'd say if you're a fan of the Soul series, I'd say give it a try. If you're a fan of fighting games but never tried a Soul Calibur game, I would say definitely consider it, although you might want to try a previous Soul Calibur game like Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, so...
but yeah.
This game was for the Xbox and PS4. I'm pretty sure Xbox One, PS4. I'm not sure if it's coming to the Nintendo Switch.
I think it might come for PC as well. I'm not 100%.
Yeah. If you're into fighting games, check out Soul Calibur 6. It's coming out soon. All right, so the next game, we have Runrow, and Alex, Shelby, and Kanga didn't get a chance to see this game, but I was playing with my friend, Steven, and it's actually a really fun game. So basically, like Shovel Knight is in this game, but basically,
really?
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Cameo.
The colors like change, and like so the platforms are let's say a platform is blue, and then the background turns to blue. Well, that platform like disappears. So it's like that throughout the whole game, and you're trying to like beat the other guy to the very end, and it gets really competitive because like there's power items and like
weird.
Yeah, and you can just like put them off track and stuff.
So it's not a game for colorblind people.
Yeah, if you're colorblind, I don't know if this will work for you. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, Shovel Knight was in it, and honestly, Steven and I played this game for probably like 15 minutes. It was actually a really fun game. It was super addicting.
It looks really cute.
Yeah, so if you're into like competitive little side-scrolling games where the background colors change nonstop and the platforms and all that change.
That looks really interesting.
I do kind of wish I played it. It does look fun.
Yeah, it does.
I can't remember if I want to say it is coming to the Switch. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I asked like everybody that at the convention, and I'm pretty sure he's like, yeah, it's in development for Switch. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure which system it's on right now. I think it might be PC. I mean, but yeah, if you're into like competitive side-scrolling, it's kind of hard to explain what kind of game this is, but it's like a racing game kind of because you're trying to beat the other guy to the end. Check out Runbow. It's on. You can like Google it.
Raggy.
All right, so next up, we have Dead Cells. So yeah, the next 3 games, Shelby, Alex, and Adam were here around. I was just like capturing some more videos for the podcast, or games for the podcast. So Dead Cells is basically a game where it's like a 16-bit game, or
It looks like Castlevania.
Yeah, it does.
So like there's like a couple of classes you could be. I'm pretty sure you can be a wizard class, a warrior class, or a what's like the range, like archer or whatever. And it's like side scrolling, so like basically just like go throughout a level and defeat enemies with your little guy with his powers and pick up items, get treasure. It's basically like a 2018 Castlevania game if you're into Castlevania. It looks really awesome, so if you're into that, check out Dead Cells. Pretty sure this is a PC game, but it might be coming to the Switch as well. But it looked beautiful. I'm really into like 16-bit and 18 or 8-bit games, so it looks really well made. So second last game, we have American Dream. This is like one of the VR games that I captured.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, basically you're just making food or something.
I love food.
It was
Is
kind
it a
of
sequel
funny.
to Cooking Mama?
Is it
Cooking Mama 4 or whatever?
No, but it was kind of funny. This guy, like, who was playing the game had no idea I was behind him. So I was just
So
recording
the
him.
opposite of before.
Did he like hear some heavy breathing?
No, he had the earphones on and everything. He had just no idea. And when he stopped playing, I was like, "Yo, can I use this
That's where
footage?"
you,
with
you
in it?
lean in and you say, "Hey, what you making?"
But it seemed like a pretty interactive game. I've actually never played a VR game in my life, so I don't know how that is when you put it on.
Oh,
But I'm sure it's pretty fun. It looked pretty challenging. This guy was just like having a trouble or something with the control. I don't know. It looked like a fun game. But if you're trying to find some games for your VR, check out American Dream. It's a pretty solid game. I was having fun watching them.
yeah, VR is fun. I mean, I haven't played a whole lot of it. I haven't gotten a VR setup for any of my consoles or anything. But the times I played it, it's once the price comes down on the whole thing, like it's not just a gimmick. It is a pretty cool way to play games.
Yeah, but one game I really want to play with VR is VR Chat. Have you ever seen that? It looks super fun. But yeah, for the final game, we have Right of Ilk. It's a 2-player co-op game. My friend Steven and I were playing this for a good 15 minutes. You're basically just trying to like help each other get through the level. You're like connected through like a rope or something, and you can actually teleport to each other too. So the whole game just revolves around 2 players trying to get through a level. It was really simple, but the game was really fun. And I was talking to the developer. He's super nice as well. And he was just like super proud of it. Like he was like standing by his game like all day. Like I don't know how he didn't get tired of just like standing.
I played this at some point too. I did enjoy this game. This is a cool game.
It looks nice.
And the developer was just super nice too. So if you want to check out Ride of Ilk, it's a co-op game where you can travel through levels and help each other out. It's just like the other game where you can play with your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Aww.
Well, this one's even more. I remember because this one, like, you really have to like work together even more than that one. Like this. I remember like you can kind of like bond over this game.
Because you're connected through a rope. Like you're bounded. So
Bound.
You're bounded.
yeah. But yeah, guys. So yeah, those are the games we got at PAX East.
PAX is fun. You guys should go next time.
Yeah, it was really fun. We got some pictures together too, so we'll probably put that on the screen right now. It was really cool meeting everyone there because I've never actually met. I'm pretty sure this is the first time in my life
I've
that
never
I've actually...
met a real person in real life.
No, but
And never tried VR, so
It was my first time in experience human interaction.
no, but like I don't think I've ever met anybody in real life from online that I've met. Like, you know what I mean? Like you meet them online, then you like meet them in real life. That's like the first time.
That was my first time meeting you guys, obviously in real life. It was
Yeah.
my first time in the US as well.
Yeah. How was the US, by the way? Did you enjoy it?
No, it sucked. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
It was colder than I thought because the temperature was a lot lower. Because I expected it to be quite hot, but it wasn't. I mean, it was like April, but at the same time, it wasn't.
and
like
and
winter.
for those that you don't know, is in Boston, so the
Yeah.
Northeast.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys should definitely go out to PAX East and meet us because we're probably going to be there next year. And yeah, that's all for this part of the podcast. And we're going to go straight into our guest segment. We have GameBoyLuke and Dina. And they were there at PAX East with us too. So we just thought it'd be cool to have them on the podcast as well. So yeah, let's do this. All right, guys. So this is the final segment, or the second final segment. We have GameBoyLuke and Dina for the podcast. What's going on, dudes? And dudette?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
So for the podcast, we usually have the guest pick the subject what we're going to talk about. So what are we going to talk about today, GameBoyLuke?
Alright, I just want everyone to know I got thrown straight into this like 20 minutes ago. They were like, we need
quite-
somebody
it was
quick.
quite-
They
Don't
just
tell
drag
them.
me in.
Just read the script,
Reveal.
Luke.
So the subject I quickly thought of, we maybe could talk about, was the fact that Phoenix Rising, the new Pokemon fan game, dropped down yesterday. And then maybe we could segue into talking about how Pokemon, the official Pokemon company, and Nintendo and
Phoenix
stuff.
Rising was a fan game. I thought you were talking about Phoenix Wright.
No.
Yeah, Phoenix Rising.
Okay,
is
I'm glad because I know nothing about the Ace
It's
Attorney
funny you
series.
should say that.
on
It's
the
funny you should say
same
that because
page.
Pato said like, oh, Phoenix Rising's coming out today, and I was like, great, a Phoenix Wright game, sweet.
Yeah.
He's like, no, the Pokemon game.
We're
yeah,
good at Pokemon.
Like,
Wait,
explain,
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
explain to us what Phoenix Rising is all about, because I literally just found out about it today too, and it looks really cool.
I only played like 25 minutes of it, but it's just like your typical air quotes Pokemon ROM hack. Somebody's decided that they want to make their own Pokemon game, and they've taken the steps to do so in like a fan game maker or whatever.
Yeah.
But what sets the game apart from any other that I notice is that it's not just your typical bread and butter, Pokemon journey or whatever. It's got a whole bunch of new things in it. It's so aesthetically pleasing. The music is beautiful. And it's like got this whole like journal system as well. Like in traditional RPGs, you have like a quest thing that pops down from the top and it says you have to complete this quest. And when you do the quest, it says it's completed and stuff, which is one thing I noticed, I thought was pretty cool. You never seen that in a
that is
Pokemon
cool.
game before, so it's like setting itself apart from everything else, which I really appreciated. But it's really good. If anyone hasn't, if you haven't played it yet, I definitely think literally the demo came out a couple of days ago. You should definitely check it out. It's really interesting.
I saw a glimpse of it, and it just looked like it looked beautiful. Honestly, it looked like a 16-bit game as well.
Yeah, it looks like a GBA game, but it's got like the tile set of like Diamond and Pearl almost. Like
exactly. Aren't you doing a series on your channel?
yeah, honestly I finished like my main series stuff, and I was like, well, I need something to upload, and this is coming out, so why not give it a shot? Because I'm honestly not the biggest fan of fan games. I'm super vanilla Pokemon, honestly. But I thought I'd give it a shot and see, change my mind. Pokemon ROM hacks and fan games suck, but it was good.
When is
I enjoyed
episode 1
myself.
dropping?
Sorry,
When is episode 1 dropping on your channel?
it's already up.
Okay, so guys, if you guys want to see what Phoenix Rising looks like, it looks amazing. Check out GameBoyLuke's series. He's gonna do a let's play of it. So
Yes, thank you. Appreciate the plug, my guy.
I gotta plug him in. So wasn't there something else you wanted to talk about? I think like Smash Bros or what was it again? I forgot.
I guess we could talk about how Nintendo and Pokemon, the Pokemon company, handle like everyone making ROM hacks of their games and fan games of their stuff, and how they shut down like Uranium and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
did shut that down.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously they're trying their best to protect their brand, and Pokemon fan games for the most part they can be fun and they are a tribute to the game. But obviously Nintendo want to protect their one of their most popular franchises. I believe their second most popular franchise behind Mario. So much, like they don't really want people profiting off it.
But it's free.
Yeah.
Most of these games
I
are
know,
free.
I know,
Yeah.
but obviously, when it comes to stuff like fan games and even content on YouTube, Nintendo aren't the most understanding companies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the games themselves don't profit or anything like that, and they are well within their bounds to like protect their IP and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just sad to see like so much work go into
That's what I was gonna say.
something that's like free and it's not hurting anybody really. It's just a fan-made project, and it's not going any further than being a free fan-made project. So why step on the little guy sort of thing? There's two ways to see it, really. I think,
Yeah.
but and I
Also,
agree with both ends, but.
I think it's that problem with media and the digital age, because if you think of it like back in the day, if someone were to create a painting based on some sculpture, so like if you put a public display of art, like the original, it's more like now it's like, oh, they own the IP, therefore anything that's reflective of it is theirs and they have the right to take it down, even though
Right.
this person was just trying to create their own expression of something. And
Yeah, I can
Pokemon
see
is
that way,
such
too.
in the culture. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Well,
I view these games as an expression of art more than I
Yeah.
view them
Now-
as, like, trying...
Yeah.
But stealing art is also not good.
But it also
yeah, that's true.
it comes down to like the whole like aren't they way stricter with this kind of stuff in Japan? Am I wrong in assuming that? Like
Oh, yeah,
I think
they definitely are.
yeah.
I've heard that people who do like Nintendo footage, they are on good terms with Nintendo of America,
not
but
Japan.
they're not on good terms with Nintendo of Japan because like you said, they're a lot stricter about stuff.
Right.
Now I don't know how copyright laws are, but I'm pretty sure in like 150 years, like it'll be up for grabs for anybody. Because I'm pretty sure that's when the copyright expires. So
Yeah, copyright doesn't last forever, and it does expire after a time. But with Nintendo being the giant they are, they just keep renewing the copyright for it.
oh, that's true. That's true. I mean, I played the first fan game I played was Pokemon Prism, and it's like a remake. It's like a remake of Gen 2 with like added features, and it was super fun. I think it would be awesome if Nintendo just like added it to like the e-store and just like
Well, it's funny you should say that because isn't like so Sonic Mania was like the most popular
by
Sonic game
fans,
that's been
yeah.
out for such a long time, and they started off as like a fan game, and then the Sega team were like, "Yo, can you like stop doing that, but then come make it for us?" Like,
dude, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Well,
basically
And
made by
kinda what I
Sonic
was-
fans.
That's kind of what I was, I guess, trying to get to. Like, not so much like stealing art, but when someone reinvents something, it helps it grow. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
exactly.
If you recreate something, like if you're stuck in this kind of rigid profile of what you should be, you might not see things. that
Sonic
you
is
could
the
improve
best
upon.
example of that as well. They were
Yeah.
so stuck.
Yo, speaking of reinventing art, I'm pretty sure GameBoyLuke's girlfriend Dina makes awesome art. So if you
Oh
want,
yes.
if you want to talk about that,
yes.
Dude, you'll have to check out her stuff.
yeah,
It's
I'm,
amazing.
I'll
We
put
can
some.
show some on screen.
Yeah, I'll put some pictures of her art on screen right now. Like the Drampa poster. Like I think I'm gonna buy that. It looks amazing. Like you did a great job, Dina.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Like
Dina's art was like she kicked up like an imprint store or something. And I want you guys to know that some company emailed her and was just like, "Yo, so we want to put your art up in a gallery."
oh my
She was
goodness,
just-
that's awesome.
Some random gallery in Colorado just contacted me and said, "Hey, we're doing like a video game showcase. We want to put your Pokemon art in there." So
That is so
Oh, that
awesome.
is
Yo,
so- I am
congrats.
so
That is
happy to hear that.
amazing.
Yo, do you want to go through like your creative process for some of these? Like what about the Drampa one? Like, what was your like vision for that?
Yeah, there's probably a lot of artists that might.
Yeah, true. Mhm.
Well, my creative process is really random sometimes. That Drampa piece in particular, I really wanted to paint something with a lot of colors, and I just kind of put a lot of shapes into it. I don't know. Usually I try to do different things every time I make art, and that was more of a fun piece for me. But
Yeah, it came out
I
really
like
well.
how it turned out.
I guess
compared to the stuff I do.
I have a question. Like, do you find yourself more drawn to Pokemon because that's like it's because it's familiar, or it's because it's like
Yeah. Mostly because I grew up playing the games and enjoying them a lot. I liked painting animals growing up, and naturally, like Pokemon, they're kind of like animals to us.
It's the
They're
fantasy thing you like
creatures.
as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I like different designs. I like there's just so many Pokemon to draw. Like I don't know. It's just fun to do.
It doesn't get boring.
Yeah, it
almost.
doesn't get boring.
And like one of the fun things she likes to do, I know as well, is like go onto the Pokemon fusion generators and then just pick out 2 Pokemon and just slap them together. And she got one that was like Glaceon and Bayleaf, I think, and she fused them together, made like Glalie, and it looked awesome. Like, it was just like,
Yeah,
it
I
was like an
gotta
ice
see
type
that.
Bayleaf. It was super sick.
But yeah, guys, if you want to
How I feel
check out
about fusions.
Game Boy Luke's Phoenix Rising Let's Play, I'll put a link down below in the description. And also Dina's art website with all the cool posters and stuff. If you want to buy one of those, I'll put that in the description as well. And yeah, we're gonna do the next segment, the Pokemon 20 questions, and I hope you guys are ready to do that, Game Boy Luke and Dina.
Wait, I didn't know that was I was gonna be tested. Pop quiz.
No. You're not. We're not testing you. You're more gonna test us.
Yeah, you're gonna test
Oh,
us.
okay. Oh, here we go.
You're teaching the class, Luke. I hope you brought the syllabus.
Oh, absolutely.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
here we
What's
go.
going on?
Alright guys, so this is the last segment called Pokemon 20 Questions, where we get our guest, which is Game Boy Luke and Dina, to give us something in the Pokemon universe that we have to guess in 20 questions. Yes or no answers.
It's a test of the might of our brains.
Yeah. And I think we're undefeated so far, besides that one with Glitch that we didn't include in the podcast.
Until now.
But let's see if we can keep that record up. So it's gonna go me,
Don't
then
put us on the
Alex,
spot, Dubs.
then Shelby, and then Adam. So let's do this. So I'm gonna go with: is this in the Pokemon video games?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it introduced in a generation 3 and lower? So 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Is this a living thing?
No.
So not a Pokemon, not a trainer.
Well, ghost types are technically dead.
Oh, that's true.
Count.
Oh,
I kind of think of it. Oh, I don't know if I know it. I don't know.
Okay. Is this an item that you can carry in your bag in the game?
Yes.
Oh, it's an item. Okay. Is it a key item?
Yes.
Ooh. First 3 generations key item.
I kind of want to think it's in Gen 1, Alex. I don't know. Maybe you should like.
Well, Gen 1, the items aren't.
Oh, you're right. They're not keys, huh?
Yeah, that starts in Gen 3, right?
No, there are key. I'm pretty sure there are key items.
I mean, there are key items in Gen 1. They're just not.
Oh,
in the
items you
kind
can't get rid of. Like, you can't get rid of the bike, right?
Yeah,
It's so long since I.
Can't.
For $1 million, I'd get rid of it, though.
Okay.
Is this an item you can purchase at a shop?
No.
It's a key item, Alex. I guess you can buy a bike, huh?
Do you need this item to progress in the story?
No.
So this is the 8th question, Adam.
Okay.
We gotta start narrowing it down, honestly.
Okay. Okay, item. It's a key item.
Like, what's something we can ask that narrows it down a lot?
Ooh.
Is it used for like
some progress in the
Pokemon,
story.
or is it used for like you can ask that maybe? I don't know.
So it's not like the flute. Oh man. Okay, is this an item?
Is that your
Gen
question?
3 would be Gen. No. Okay. Is this an item that you have to use to catch a certain Pokemon? Like, does it have to? Do you have to use this item in the process of catching a certain Pokemon?
Yes.
Okay, I know what it is. I had a feeling. I'm pretty sure it's from the Sylph. No, it's not Sylph, but is it? So I'm gonna ask this: is it an item? Like I don't know. All right, I'm gonna ask this: is it in Gen 1?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's probably Gen 3, I'm guessing. I can't remember. I'm trying to help narrow it down, but I honestly can't remember the names of the items I'm thinking of.
yeah.
So there's
So I'm
a
assuming
problem.
you guys can't have a list of items from Gen 3 to find out what this is, right?
No.
No.
Good.
No, I'm trying to. I'm like.
Oh, so you're implying it is from Gen 3? Okay.
No.
Exposed.
Or it's misdirection. Luke is clever.
Man.
Is it an item from Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Okay, wait, what did I ask before? That's not my question, by the way.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
so
told you
asked
yes.
if you
That's
needed
not a yes
this
or no
quest-
question.
Or this item to progress in the
no,
story.
we already
and I said no.
asked that. We already asked.
Yeah. I was trying. I didn't want to say something similar. And this does help you. Wait. So
you
this
have
item.
this item has to be used in the capture of certain Pokemon or a certain Pokemon.
I have.
Or however I phrase
I
it.
have one guess. So when it gets to me, I'll probably guess because I have two guesses.
Are you thinking of the
Um,
Soldew, Alex?
That's not what you need to get
Wait.
to. That's
Luke,
it.
Yes. Please ask me that question.
Don't not ask that.
I'm not.
Is it Lugia?
Is it shaped like a
Does
Lugia?
this item have a color in it?
No. What? It has a color?
Wait, what? Every item has a color in it.
Yeah.
No, I meant.
No, like
Okay,
in
do
the
you mean is
name.
a color is part of the name?
No.
No.
God dang it.
Oh, so
That
were you
was
thinking
Gen
of the
3.
red and blue orb?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I was
right.
thinking of.
That's
Okay,
right.
okay,
Red and
okay.
blue orb.
I think I might know what it is. I have a guess.
Okay.
But
Did
Adam,
you
go.
did you ask if it was in the Generation 3 games?
It's in
Yeah,
Gen
yeah,
3.
it's in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask Adam if use it for a legendary. I don't know though.
Yeah, well, obviously it must be Adam. Just ask.
I'm trying to.
Well, you never know. Don't you need an item for like cast form? No, cast form's given to you.
It's a key item though, so it's not like yeah. I just can't remember the name of the item, so I'm trying to narrow it down.
Like, what Pokemon do you need to use an item on?
Is it a ticket of some kind?
No.
It's not okay. That
Wow, so all those legendary Pokemon in Emerald are like out of the question now. I mean, like, don't you use a lot of
because I at first I was thinking maybe it's the Eon ticket, but since
Yeah.
it's not a ticket.
Yeah, that's what I see. I couldn't remember the name of that.
like
I kept thinking the flute, Eon, which I guess I could have gotten my way there from Eon flute.
Okay, I have another idea.
like
of what
Alex, should I ask if this is a item you use to go to an
Ask-
island? Or should I ask
if
that?
it's- Ask if it's a map.
If it's a map?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you go to an island for each legendary Pokemon in Emerald?
I'm trying to remember.
Like, should I ask that? Like, do you go to an item or do you go to an
Does
island?
that count as?
Well, yeah, sure. Ask that if you go to an island.
Okay. Do you go to an island with this item?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's definitely one of the legendary Pokemon.
Okay.
Wait, how many questions do you have left?
Okay, so
3
this
more.
is my second to last one, so this will be question 14.
Oh wait,
Okay.
we're okay. I thought we were at the
Yeah.
At, like,
this will be question
17.
14.
Okay, cool.
Is it the old sea map?
Yes.
Yay.
You got it.
there we go. Undefeated.
Good shit, guys. Honestly, good job.
The streak is unbroken.
So I want you to understand. I was going to pick the strange souvenir because I felt like I could throw some really crazy curveballs with it since I was introduced in X and Y, but Dina didn't know the item, so I
have
wouldn't.
no
Yeah.
idea. What
I could have thrown some mad curveballs with that, but I did go with the old
Yeah.
C map because that represents Mew. I had
Fair
to.
enough.
So
Yeah, at first I thought it might have been the Eon ticket, but when you guys said it wasn't a ticket,
I was really hoping that it would skip to you and then you would burn like more questions
Yeah.
trying to ponder whether it was a ticket or not.
Darn. Did they ever like reveal what the strange souvenir was all about? by the way?
It was. You can buy it in a Lola. That's
Yeah,
it.
and that's about it.
Wow, that's super lame.
Someday.
It was disappointing.
It looks like Squidward's house, but that's about it, really.
Someday.
But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed coming on the podcast. Do you have anything else you want to promote along with the series and the art?
I can't really. I can't I can't say thank you enough for pushing us anyways. But if anything, I would love to say to go visit Dina's Patreon because she's trying to build herself a career through painting art for a living. So if you could do anything, it would be to go check out that for me. But otherwise, thank you so much for having us. I really enjoyed it actually. So
I love
hope you
y'all.
have
It was a
sometime.
lot of
Thanks
fun,
for coming
man.
on last minute.
I love
Yes.
y'all too.
God
Super
damn.
clutch. That's all for this Sleep Talk podcast episode. And the next one, we're going to have Barack Obama. Get ready.
Oh, finally.
I thought that was gonna be 2 episodes ago.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right? He was supposed to be on for
scheduling.
episode 2.
Sorry.
He's
scheduling.
What a game.
We're still waiting for a reply, but it's going to happen.
He'll get
He
to it.
really wants to talk about the Switch game.
He really
I
does.
think he's waiting till
very-
after E3 to come on.
I may have a
Exactly,
contact for you
exactly.
guys because I'm pretty sure Barack Obama follows Beryl. Duncan's fiance.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, it's
No
time.
way.
Yeah, I'll be.
DM him right now.
Realsies.
And tell him to come on the podcast.
We're re-recording.
It's okay. I'll get her to DM him for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all for this Sleep Talk podcast episode, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.